We cannot negotiate our value unless we know our worth. Tell me, how much are you worth? You know what you want, but you're scared to ask for it. Today, we're getting into the 5 traits that make a high value woman or a high value human. So let's talk about it. Oh, and before I forget, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. The first thing that makes us a high value woman is our self-esteem, our confidence. Allowing ourselves to fully show up as ourselves for ourselves, because it allows you to be who you are without getting triggered by other people and shutting down or moving in envy or jealousy or anything like that. Self-worth, self-esteem, confidence are also important because how you treat yourself is how others will treat you. When they see how much you respect yourself, that is when they start to respect you even more. Confidence is a daily practice, and it's important to keep sowing and planting that seed, to keep doing, walking in, and embodying who you want to be, regardless of who you were or what your past was. If someone were to ask you right now, I'm that someone, what are your values, or what are the things that are most important to you, or ask you about your boundaries, what would you say? Write that in the comment section below, because I'm actually interested to see what is important to you, or if maybe I need to pick up something that I didn't know that I was missing. And look at that, I just did a Google search, and the first thing that popped up is to build self-worth, you have to know what you value in life. So let's keep going on with the video. You recognize that you have needs and you cannot move forward unless they're met. You have to get so serious about what's important to you to allow that in, instead of tolerating stuff that you really don't want, because it is so easy to do so. Look at how that just lights up my face. Like, we're not just fulfilling people's needs and then letting our cup be empty. Like, is this how we want to be? This is perfect. That's all that we have left for us. That's not fair. But when you know what you want and you stand on it, this is not going to be you no more. Your cup is going to be filled, because when you don't have energy to take care of yourself, it shows up all around you. We need to make sure that our cup is full before we are pouring out and giving to others. I was reading this article on Forbes, and I'm going to read you what spoke out to me. It said, we cannot negotiate our value unless we know our worth. Tell me, how much are you worth? We can say this on a conscious level, but on a subconscious level, when we get into certain relationships, friendships, partnerships, whatever, it shows us what our worth is like. How they treat us is how they feel about us. They could say, oh my God, I love you and you're just amazing, but they never respond to your messages. They never do this. Actions speak louder than words. The second thing next to high self-esteem and confidence is respecting your voice. When you know what you want and you're not letting anybody convince you otherwise, there is such a power in that. And those are the people who have found their voice, and I want you to find yours. To know your values, what's really important to you, to understand your needs, to express them with your voice out loud. That doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. You could be assertive, and you could say, you know what, hey, I really like you and I don't appreciate when you call me this. You will be met time and time again, especially if you were a serial people pleaser, you will be met with reactions that will show you whoever in your life has been operating off of the fact that you don't have your boundaries set and firm and clear. Opening your throat chakra and speaking your thoughts, making it clear and plain what you want, what's important to you. Number 3 is trusting your gut. As a woman, one of the most important things that we need to do is trust our gut, because our gut will tell us that something's wrong. Whether we know what is wrong, it will tell us when something's wrong. And when you don't trust your gut, you are dishonoring your inner voice. There's your outer voice where you're communicating and relaying your thoughts and letting people know what your inner voice, what your gut is telling you. So it is important. They say a mother's intuition, like a mom knows, she can feel. That's no lie. The more we follow it and trust it, the more we understand that we are being divinely guided. Number 4 is affirming and upholding your boundaries. Boundaries are so necessary. When I read this book on boundaries, it showed me, oh my gosh, I don't care about me. I say that I care about me, but I truly don't care about me, because my inner voice is being shielded. I am suffocating her. You have to be comfortable with making people uncomfortable. You just have to get comfortable with that, because not everyone is going to make you feel comfortable. It's like trying to convert someone to a religion time and time again. You're wondering why they're not understanding you. So instead of going and trying to convince them time after time and being like, maybe, you know, if they like me enough, because you can tell when someone wants to be in your life by how much of a priority they make you. And that doesn't mean they're putting you over themselves. That just means that they are making room, making time in their life for you. And making people uncomfortable is how people grow. let's list what we got so we don't get off track. Number 1 is high self-esteem, confidence. Number 2 is speaking and communicating your thoughts and opinions clearly, using your voice, opening your throat chakra. Number 3 is trusting your intuition, your gut. The reason why it is so important for a woman to trust her gut is so she can make confident decisions and feel more empowered in her day-to-day life. Number 4, did I say that was number 3? But number 4 is affirming and upholding your boundaries. You got to show people how to treat you. And those who show you they don't want to treat you the way you want to be treated, just like the golden rule, get out the way. You just gotta dip out. This is the part that I want to add to the golden rule. When people don't treat you the way that you want to be treated and they say, you're not getting that from me, you gotta let them be. You gotta say, okay, I see you and I'm gonna dip out. They will get pressed because they'll be like, no, if you do not treat me the way I want to be treated, you out. That's it. You're out. There should be no over explaining or try to convince, well, they're a good person or no. Don't give that person excuses to stick around and continue to mooch and milk off of the fact that you know what you want, but you're scared to ask for it. As high value humans, we're not scared to ask or go for what we want. And even if we do feel bits of fear, we're not going to let them know this, because there are people out here who recognize and prey on people who are not confident in using their voice and speaking up. And so time after time, they're trying to dim your light so they can feel better and feel more important and take up more of your space and your energy. But don't let them do that. No. 5 is, what makes you a high value woman, a high value human, is the fact that you still choose love. You still operate in love. You are still compassionate. You still show people that you are moving in your soft side. As women, we have to protect our femininity.
Masculinity has to be earned and femininity has to be protected and preserved.
Because it's so easy to get hard and bitter. You can look so beautiful on the outside, but on the inside get hard and bitter. And people don't like that. But at the same time, people don't respect people pleasers. They don't. They respect those who are clear and firm in what they want. They make it known and they make it heard. And it doesn't have to be in a rude way, but you have to let people know, because people will try you. They will try you time and time again. I could tell you some stories of how I've been tried, but I could tell you is now that doesn't fly with me. I don't have the tolerance for it. I don't have the patience for it, because I've seen people treat me the way I want to be treated when I show them how to treat me. I've watched people approach me in a way that I didn't want to be approached. I said something, time went on, they took it personal, and they came back, and it's just like, you could have just led with respect. But people will make up their own feelings about you and come to their own conclusions, and people will show you how they feel about you in the way that they treat you. So keep an open eye to that. They could be in your face saying, no, I really love and respect you, but their actions show otherwise, and actions speak louder than words for a reason. So do not let somebody's words allow you to fumble how you feel in your gut and move forward with them, because you know in time it's going to end in the separation. Your needs are always going to pop up wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Your needs are always going to come to the forefront and remind you or redirect you. So don't sleep on your sleigh, girl. It's just flowing out of me today. Like, it just gets me so passionate, because there are so many people who are getting what they want and more just because they're not afraid to be vocal about what they don't want. To tell the people who don't want to give them what they want, like, hey, I'm not going for this. Because when we start doing that, that's when we open up the doors, and universe and God is like, oh, she's ready. I'm gonna send her the people who respect her, the people who want to be around her, who would do anything. This is dark. I made it dark. People who would do anything to be around her. But just some food for thought before we go. To pick your brain, I want to know, looking at any woman that you look up to, why do you look up to them? Drop that in the comments below. Why do you look up to them? Probably because they're vocal about what they want. They speak it. They're doing. They are an embodiment of who they wish to be, and they became that. Yeah, someone like Rihanna, you know what I mean? She is vocal, and people respect her because she's not only beautiful and moves in love and lets people feel seen and heard, but she also is very vocal about what she wants, and that is why people respect her. Not because, oh, she's just beautiful and this. No. She shows people how she wants to be treated, and they treat her accordingly. So you just gotta do that, babes. We just gotta do that together. I'm here with you, so we can move together. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, or just more of me, of course.